So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So things are underway. No, it's come to nothing.
This is the time you need that pace.
He has found a way through. David Villa. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And claimed it back swiftly. David Villa. Nice bit of trickery. He's found a way through. Delivered low. De Gea deals with that nice and simple. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, the contribution from this guy, Fermin Lopez, will be key again. He's got the perfect fusion.
He's having a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Shot could be a chance, surely! Goal! Spain! And it's Spain who take the lead. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
It's roll! Off the post. Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
Yep, certainly could have been something so much more.
Llorente. Pedro Porro promptly onto that, and that is that. Looking for the run. He's found space here. That's an excellent interception. Takes the shot! Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Well, he doesn't have hit a clean strike. The moment he was in that position, you knew he was going to smash it.
And they're quick to get it back. Yamal wants to run onto this. He's having a hit! Oh, it's hit the post! And that's in! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding...
Oh, what has happened here? He's in, and the shot! Goal! Spain! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero! That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Yeah, and having the thrust to get there is one thing, having the composure to score is another.
Spain have their lead. Jordi Alba, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Played in with purpose. Now it's Oyarzabal. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Raul picks it up out wide. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Oh, big chance! And a neat finish! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Tries one from range. In he goes again. kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El
So
dorsal
the manager
15.
can make a change for the first time in the game here.
El dorsal 4, Sergio Ramos.
Nacho getting this one clear. And here's Oyarzabal. Cucurella, bullish header! Goal, Spain! And they get themselves in front! It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Roll! And that's a tiny finish. That is remarkable. All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was a given. It always was.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
It is compelling, this. Utterly compelling.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Llorente, bit too much weight on the pass. Now, can they get him away? Now it's Villa. Now it's Yamal. And he's worked it through. Great ball, and he's in here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Dani Olmo, now it's Lopez. Always onto this. Always David Villa. David Villa! Big moment, massive goal! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, can he finish? It's hit the upright. Good save. Keeper read that. And for the first half, that is that. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it's been played at such a frenetic pace. I'm amazed it's only been 45 minutes. I'm wondering whether these players are going to be able to maintain that energy.
Goals, goals and more goals. That's been the story of the half. The team separated by the tiniest of margins at the break. So let's get the ball rolling. Rodri, Pedri, Lopez, and it's made its way to him. Sergio Ramos. Well, the defence proved infallible then, and it's been given away. And the shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Spain go up by 2 and are looking good.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Brilliantly cut out. Pedri. Well, that looks a decent ball. He is through here. Tries a shot. He's done very well to get to that.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And it's Porro.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Nacho wins the duel this time. Pedri. Now it's Villa. Yamal. Good running, strong and purposeful. Shapes to shoot! It's a goal! That is a diamond of a goal. The planning immaculate, the execution brilliant.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Shot a goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Nice interception, well timed. Sergio Ramos with the clearance. Pedri on a strong run here. And it's Cucurella. Oh, super ball. Tries to pass it through. Nicely aimed pass. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Yamal. And he's definitely onside. There's the header! Goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Yeah, and it's very much deserved in the circumstances. In these games, it's so tempting to maybe get a little sorry for yourselves, but there's none of that.
He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Well, what a game we have on our hands here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Well, what about it? From the cusp of victory to the cusp of desperation. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Now it's Villa. Pedri. Oh, what has happened here? Oh, good ball. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Corner number 2 then. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover.
Spain clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Spain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Pedri. Now it's Villa. Llorente. Puyol gets over and intercepts. Can he get it through? Now it's Lopez. No, that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that could set him on his way. Oh, well played. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. I think we might be done here, Peter.
That could spell trouble. Oh, delightful ball. That's a shade optimistic. Not going up front in a hurry. That is good alertness. And here's Lopez. That's tidy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Habrá 4 minutos de descuento.
Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. And that pass just didn't quite work. David Villa. Well, that is one way to stop him. Bojan Kurkic has given away a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal
Spain
9,
have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution.
El dorsal 5, Puyol. Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 13, el dorsal 6, el dorsal
Mikel
2.
Oyarzabal is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. There will be 4 extra minutes. Kubasi. "90 minutes done then, but that is not the end of it." So, Jim, any strong opinions after all of that?
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next.
En el marcador se puede ver información sobre las líneas de autobuses que cuentan con una parada en las inmediaciones del estadio. Cambio de
Stern
jugadores
test this
en
for the
España.
endurance, for the character of the players as we head into extra time.
El dorsal 14, Xavi Alonso. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
Ferran Torres. Good read, needed to be. Dani Olmo. Now it's Yamal. Cucurella. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Dani Olmo. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared away. Back in once more. And it's been hooked away. Fermin absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Pass somewhat off target. And it's Cucurella. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Dani Olmo is onto it in a flash. Dani Olmo is onto this. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, he stayed down and is in very obvious discomfort here.
Cambio de jugadores.
Guardiola. And that was nowhere near his best. And we're halfway through extra time. Well, no question, the will exists to try and win it, but limbs are tired, options are depleted, and time now is short. Well, we are already up and running again. This really has been thrilling. Both sides going at it, and now for the final act. Guardiola with the clearance. Xavi Alonso has a look and plays it forward. Now it's Dani Olmo. Now it's Lopez. This looks promising. Gavi. And he's in on goal! Oh, such a clever touch. Spain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. So, third corner of the game. Looking to play him in. Spain are looking to go forward now. It's a good spell of possession, this. Dani Olmo, and he shoots! Oh, he's done it! A game of margins, a game of thrills. This might just do it. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
Spain leading now.
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Ambitious ball here. That's the keeper's ball. And that'll be the end of that. Spain illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start. Things are bubbling up quite nicely here. A healthy whiff of expectation laced with the odd infusion of nerves. Everyone knows what's at stake here. The chance to play on a grander stage. It is time now to focus. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're very much on the way now. One of the most eagerly awaited games in football. It never lets us down. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Aymeric Laporte. He's a centre-back who's one of the best.
And the shot! He doesn't look too happy with that.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Pass somewhat off target. He's found a way through. He's a shot.
Danny Olmo! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
That has not gone well. Cucurella. Cucurella crosses. And that has been cleared. Yamal. That is a brilliant interception. Mbappe couldn't squeeze it through, but here's Oyarzabal and claimed it back swiftly. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Tchouaméni, Spain are applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, it's a good start, Peter, and they look hungry for goals, and they'll be aware of having to capitalise in such a good spell.
Great vision. That is ended up in no man's land. Koundé. So we're still where we started right now. Cherki.
Spain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Great ball if he can get there. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Dembele showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Koundé and Cherki, shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Tchouaméni, Rabiot. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Threads one in, and he's intervened well there. Camavinga. Oh, this looks sharp. It's Dembele! Goal, France! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
France have penetrated for the first time.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
15 minutes till half-time. And the pass is intercepted. That's destined for the flank. And it's Cucurella. Danny Olmo. Oyarzabal! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Llorente, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. And this is Dembele. Hernandez kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Llorente. Yamal looking to receive it in space. Spain claiming a corner, and the referee concurs. Corner number 2 then. Mbappe. And now they can spring out of defence. And it's Camavinga. Ambitious ball here. Delivery from Mbappe. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's Yamal. Oh, he's bustling through here. Yamal, there's the shot! And he's found the net! Spain are all square. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Spain restore parity.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And this could be the final action of the first half. And that should get the job done. Well, that is one way to stop him. And here's Mbappe. Pedri. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he's managed to get free. Oh, some astute defending there. That's it, 45 minutes up. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Have to look back on the first 45 minutes.
Spain will be pretty happy with the way they've performed so far. They remain calm after going behind, and they were able to raise the intensity, get their equaliser. So this isn't bad at all.
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. Spain are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score. And we are back underway.
Spain have been the team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances. OK, they haven't got much to show for it, but I think it's a case of keep going and eventually you'll get your break.
Pedri. And that is a little undercooked. Hernandez. Crunching tackle. Oh, the ball's gone astray. That'll be a throw. Oyarzabal is herring after that one. David Villa is onto this. Yamal providing an outlet on that flank. There will be a throw-in. Now it's Yamal. Oh, such a clever touch. Yamal! Camavinga. Mbappe. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
It's a throw-in. Cherki. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Has a look and plays it forward. Tries to pass it through. Olise. Olise going face to face with his great... Big chance! No, not quite. And it's Rabiot, and he welcomes it in. Now this could be a chance. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, you get a sense, Peter, that he could almost get to anything today.
France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Corner it is.
Cambio de jugadores en España.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Not the most accurate pass. Spain are looking to go forward now. Olise. Dembele. Oh, that's a chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Goal! France! And again they hit the front. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Cambio de jugadores en España. El dorsal 22.
So we have movement on both benches.
El dorsal 19.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Oh, some tackle that. Cucurella. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. And he's going to have his name taken. Thuram. That pass isn't the best. Spain will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. That'll be a throw-in. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Rabiot. Now it's Mbappe.
France clearly have been instructed to kill this off.
Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Pressure, what pressure? He feels none of it.
Thuram demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
France go up by 2 and are looking good.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh no, this does not look good. He has found the way through. Back in possession and ready to go again. Always got shot at goal! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. It's all becoming so easy. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique.
Great chance! That was quite a test for the goalkeeper. Corner number 3 coming up. Deftly away. He's picked his way through. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Thuram. Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. That's a foul, no 2 ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Upamecano.
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Oh no, what has happened here? The ball is loose and the chase is on. And a chance! He's got it all! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going...
Oh, terrible miss. And Boyan! Oh, it's got in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Little doubt, that is a foul. Yellow or red? It is red. France are down to 10 men. It's just beyond his reach. And that is as far as it goes. Spain perhaps feeling a little aggrieved with this final score. They clearly feel that their efforts warranted. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. No, he's not getting past him there. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
The defensive qualities of William Saliba. For me, Peter, he's someone who's shown great leadership from such a young age when starting his career in France. I see a lot of bravery and courage, and I think they're words you associate with somebody who is very good in both boxes.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Lovely feet. think that's a corner. Yes, it is. He leaps for it. Nearly, but not quite. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Ribéry. Dembele. Plays the return pass. And here's Mbappe. He's having a hit! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's having a go! No, not quite.
Iraq really have been deserted by their composure and allowed frustration to take over, and it's not a good sign.
This is a promising build-up. Dembele. France do have a chance to counter here. And shifted it to the flank. Oh, this looks sharp. Dembele running with intent. Saliba. Chouameni. Ball played for Conte. Now it's Dembele. Now it's Mbappe. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Chouameni, and it's Dembele. And he cuts out the supply. And he's forced to go back. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Nice bit of trickery. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risk.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Ribéry. That's really well manoeuvred. Half-time getting close now. And it's Conte. And here's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. He's had a shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
Dembele has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Defending of the desperate variety. Iraq are looking to go forward now. Chouameni. That has been knocked clear.
Temps additionnel, 1 minute.
Spread it left. That is ended up in no man's land. Chouameni. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So between them, no goals at all so far.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock, the score 0-0. So we're underway for the second half.
France are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
He has found the way through. Here comes the corner. That should get the job done. Out of play for a throw. Oh, that's a key interception. Looking wide. Delivered from distance. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Deftly away. It's a throw-in. Hangs one in.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. Yep, it's a corner. And he gets rid in a hurry. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, some astute defending there. Pass somewhat off target. And the break is on. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. That's tidy. And it's made its way to him. This looks promising. Chance to shoot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench.
Attention, changement.
And he's taking no chances there. France have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted. passes coming off in quick succession here. Koundé. Now Saliba. Pressing high and with purpose. Tchouaméni. So we have movement on both benches. Barcola coming on here as broadly expected.
Well, it's going to make for a frantic end, Peter. Let's hope he's got enough time to make the impact he wants. Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Silvestre. Tchouaméni. And Konate. Saliba. Conte. Tchouaméni looking to pass their way up the pitch. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Played back into the centre. That pass isn't the best. France are still in search of that breakthrough goal. Now it's Ribéry. Looking to play him in. Oh, good ball. And the shot!
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
There's a searching pass. Cleared away. And it's a corner. He doesn't look too happy with that.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mbappe! There's a goal! Finally the breakthrough.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
France now on the verge of victory, save for a few potentially hectic final moments.
Well, what an end to the game, Peter. But now comes the overwhelming question: how long is there left, including stoppages?
Four extra minutes added on. Ribéry. Here's Tchouaméni. Now it's Mbappe. Applies the finish! And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Une petite pensée, mesdames et messieurs, pour le président d'un de nos clubs de supporters qui fête son anniversaire aujourd'hui.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We're up and running then. Ribery making himself the star of this show. Hard to believe, really, that he's already made it up to 300 appearances.
Well, Peter, he has been the servant who keeps on giving to this team.
Conte! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, what has happened here? It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe. And he was quick to react. Thuram. Ekitike is onto it in a flash. And he welcomes it in. Mignon claims it. Safe hands. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Pavard. And it's Tchouaméni. Looking tidy in possession. Can he finish? Couple of decent early chances. It bodes well for an exciting game. Cherki for Olise. Cherki tries a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Olise. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. So it is still 0-0. And it's Ribery. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. It's just beyond his reach. Cherki. Can he get on the end of this? Now, can they get him away? He is just caressing the ball. Cross needs to be good. And he was alert to it. Konate did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's there to retrieve it. Olise. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Olise really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here. OK, it didn't quite come off. The execution, I think, needs a retry, maybe with a better outcome.
Nice-looking ball.
France have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Mbappe. Ribery. Conte. And the shot! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Well, that would have asked some awkward questions of the keeper had it stayed on target.
Cherki. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ribery. Oh, it's Dembele. He's in a good position here. And this is shoots! On the ball, and the keeper couldn't hold it. Goal! France! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
France penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
That has really stirred things up, and if they carry on like this, things might even get louder here.
He steps in, and that's the end of that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Foot in. The only breakthrough then came late in the first half here, and that is the difference. And the score is 1-0. Conte.
That's good play from him.
He's shifting through the gears here. Cleared away. He won't be happy. Oh, he's been shot, surely! Well taken goal. And they're threatening to fly away here. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
France sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. We're on the move again. And Here's Barcola, played out wide. Chouameni. He has a look up. Shot a goal! Off the post. No, that's been intercepted. Olise. And it's Chouameni. Kante makes a dash for it. And here's the chance to counter. Knocks it into space. Barcola will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cherki. Chouameni. Passing is crisp and sharp. Played towards the front line. Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And that could set him on his way. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Short changes him with that pass. Conte. France with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Oh, well measured. And the finish! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, important interception. Ambitious ball here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And here's Barcola. Silvestre. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Ribéry. Ribéry going face-to-face with his great rival. Cherki. Ekitike. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Olise gets into a good position. That's really well manoeuvred. Oh, it's Dembele. Chouameni. And Cherki. And here's Mbappe. Kante gets a foot in here. France are looking to break at pace. France disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Cherki. And now the breakaway. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Thinks of... And a chance! And there's a goal! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Changement pour la France. Le numéro 17. Pour le remplacer, le numéro 33.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. France cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Now it's Mbappe. Nicely weighted ball. He's found space here.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Numéro 7. Ribéry. À sa place, le numéro 22.
France have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Upamecano gets across to intercept that. And here's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Nicely shaped ball. Could move up a gear here. And it's Dembele. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zaire Emery. Tries to play it through. And the shot! Goal! And surely that does it! Perfect time, decisive strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Le numéro 10.
So is that the decisive goal? Not much in the way of time remaining.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads.
It's Dembele! Mbappe has the space to scheme. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Dembele. Barcola.
Might want to be careful there.
Barcola was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's managed to gift it back. Mbappe. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Mbappe! And he's in on goal! And that's that. Perfect result, perfect outcome. A test passed with flying colours. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So that's got things underway. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Mbappe is herring after that one. Rijkaard to Gerrard. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. It's Ibrahimovic! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And we have our very first corner. Tries a shot! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Indonesia really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Well timed, excellent interception. De Jong was in no mood for any of that. Messi. And it's Tchouaméni. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Now it's Ibrahimovic.
This is the time you need that pace.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Yamal. And he plays one through. And he's oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. And he cuts out the supply.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Dani Olmo. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Ball's gone out of play. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Messi. And the counter-attack is on for Barcelona. Now it's Lewandowski. Lewandowski is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Can he get it through? He's a sharp little ball here.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it...
Oh, good climb! Oh, should really have made more of that.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Barcelona are a team that's fond of the low block. They sure defend in numbers.
Yeah, the whole point being to go back to front as quickly as possible, Peter. Of course, once the ball has been won.
Ball's over the top, long diagonals, that's the plan. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Messi, ups for safety. And that has put paid to that. Dani Olmo. Gerrard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. De Jong. And here's Mbappe. He can run onto that. And the ball is out of play. Belletti. Looking to play him in. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. That is a brilliant interception. De Jong could move up a gear here. Now it's De Jong. Oh, good ball. And a chance! And he couldn't finish.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Indonesia are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. De Jong.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Messi. Now it's Lewandowski. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Now it's Yamal. Belletti. That's been cut out, well played.
2 minutos de descuento.
And it's Olmo. Oh, important interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ronaldinho is wide and looking to get onto this. Chouameni. That's it, 45 minutes up. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, this is when you need your players to step up, Peter. Be brave, see all that courage. They need to have a big start to the second half to give them some momentum, and they're not going to get that if they're being too risk-averse.
Indonesia leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. Shapes to shoot! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
And here's Mbappe. Silvestre has it out wide and in space. Indonesia needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Now it's Yamal. Silvestre. De Jong. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Good pressure, determined, intense.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts. They've got to push for more.
Oh, that's a fine interception. Adams calmly anticipates. Dani Olmo going forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Dani Olmo. He's had a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
It's their second corner of the game. Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Ibrahimovic actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Corner number 3 coming up. Towering header! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
De Jong.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Some resolute defending there.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
De Jong stood up well to him there. Ibrahimovic looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
And that has left him in a heap. That's where it came from. De Jong. Now, what about a counter-attack? Threads one in. Rijkaard cuts it out. Dani Olmo. And that is a little undercooked. Lewandowski.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he is dashing away. Nice interception, well timed.
Barcelona are stuck in central station, and they might find the fast track out wide if they care to look.
He's shifting through the gears here. Tries to pass it through. Ronaldinho looking to receive it in space. So what can they make of this? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Chips it through. That's a shade optimistic. That's really well manoeuvred. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Thuram. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, easy pickings there. Aimed beyond the defence. And the shot! And it's in! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other. And it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly have time to even react. And there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Totti, se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Barcelona cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
That is great defending, so alert.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Barcelona really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Silvestre is looking to influence the game from out wide. He's in plenty of space here.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
I think we're just about done here. Batistuta. Chouameni. Now it's Totti. 2 minutes to be added on. Batistuta. Neymar. Now it's Messi. Oh, sweet feet. Neymar. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Pass is just off target. Oh, well played. And that will be the final act. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned... So bring it on. Height, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So things are underway. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools to improve any team. And then all that flair.
Yeah, it seems an age ago now, doesn't it, that he started his career down on the south coast as a left-back, of course. Yamal! It's in! The first significant strike. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Madrid are already chasing the game, they didn't envisage that. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Belletti, Yamal. Vieira. He won't be happy with that one. And here's Ronaldinho.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And this is Eto'o. Oh, he's all on. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And they've got rid. Pepe. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, he's been caught napping. Aimed beyond the defence. Now, can they get him away? And this is Ibrahimovic. Chance for a shot! Now, that is commitment to the cause. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. It's their second corner of the game. Has to go back here. And it's Belletti. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That's a good ball out wide. He slings it, and the shot! Caught offside that time. Great vision. Oh, super find. Good read, needed to be. And he's heaved it away. And the return pass. Messi. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Shot a goal! Oh, good finish! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2, then. Ronaldinho attempts a clearance. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Silvestre. Ronaldinho. Gerrard, renowned for his long-range shooting. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. He's picked his way through. And needless to say, that deserved better.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Madrid have their third corner. Indonesia have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Nicely spread. Cafu. Cafu, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Now it's Dani Olmo. Oh, nicely intercepted. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Dani Olmo. Hullet. Messi. Cafu. Oh, good spread. And Hullet! They've got to be quick to recover this. It's a good run, that. Great timing.
I think there were a few doubts for a split second, Peter, as to whether he was offside. I think he really got away with one there.
He's beaten the last man. Camavinga. Vieira. Hullet.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
And he's quick to return it. Oh, no joy this time. Nicely aimed pass. Hullet. Ibrahimovic constantly looking for the ball into the box. And he's managed to get free. Ronaldinho! Oh, he hit that sweetly. And that is the end of the first half. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. So there was the first half.
Well, you have to ask questions how this has stayed 1-1, Peter. I do think, though, that the way spaces have been found in key areas with relative ease will be a real concern, something that needs addressing and fast.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Nicely weighted ball. He has found the way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Shot could be on. And the shot! It's loose now, and they want to get it back.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And here's Messi. He's having a shot! And yes, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That has been slung wide. Oh, it's played it. Shoots! And it's in! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So we have further activity on the bench here. Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Now it's Mbappe, and he is... Mbappe! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way.
Big chance! He's got a goal! This day becomes absolutely perfect. Utterly ideal. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
As if 3 weren't enough, this is nigh on utopian. Madrid are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted. Indonesia perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Good ball over the top. Maldini with the foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. Bale picks it up out wide. And the ball is out of play. Madrid are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Indonesia do have a chance to counter here. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. He's shifting through. He'll try from distance. He's a sharp little ball here. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Azar. Messi. Pepe gets over and intercepts. And that is a little undercooked. And that could set him on his way. And the shot! Oh, he's hit the bar! And he's there to belt it away.
Cambio de jugadores.
Looking for the run.
It was indecision all round. They have to do a bit better than that.
Azar. That has ended up in no man's land. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
4 minutos de descuento.
So, third corner of the game. Messi! Oh, denied at the last. Great ball and great chance! Vieira. There will be 4 extra minutes.
Might want to be careful there.
Chiellini. And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established, but they lost momentum, they lost intensity, they lost their lead, and ultimately they lost the game. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We are just getting started. Well, 5 at the back, Jim. It does feel fairly defensively oriented, this formation.
Well, you could say it's a lineup that's all about creating positive transitions. The lack of width in midfield with just 3 in there makes the role of the fullbacks more crucial, or wing-backs. You have to have them constantly push up, forcing opposition players back and giving your team a little more freedom.
Easier said than done.
That's right, but it does work very well, provided you have the right players to pull it off.
And the keeper beats it away. Kajolu. Oh! And there's a goal! And it's Gerrard. Played towards the other side. Tries to play it through. Just eases him off the ball. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. It's a promising position. And a header! No, couldn't quite control it.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Kimmich, well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great defending, strong and determined.
Zanetti.
Moved on forwards. Jordi Alba. That's going a towering header. Deftly away. So a third of the match or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Ah, good steal, he just read it. Looking for a runner. That's beautifully weighted.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Belletti.
Silvesh. Akanji did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That's tidy. Stood up well to him there. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And that's going right the way across. And it's Kadiolu. Played in. Oh, great leap! He pondered over it, and that goes down as a chance missed.
Well, it's a shame it ended up a little wasteful. They had the perfect opportunity to break away, and then they go and do that. It's got to be a quicker transition.
Kimmich is always looking to break lines. He's on it, can he get away? Kimmich was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And it's Ibrahimovic. Tries to pass it through. Luka is herring after that one.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Serginho wants to run onto this.
Belletti.
Dani Olmo. Kimmich. Now it's Mbappe.
It's Belletti.
Zanetti clears. That's going wide left. Oh, it's played into the air. Getting up there! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Threads one in. He slings. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Jordi Alba. Searching pass he's played there. An instinctive delivery. And that pass isn't the best. Kadiolu receives it in a wide. He's rising! Same attempt, same outcome. It threatens little.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movements and delivery.
Belletti.
And that's really well manoeuvred. Drogba is onto it in a flash. Gerrard going forward. Kadiolu with the delivery. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. So, third corner of the game. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there.
Belletti.
Well, that is not the best ball. And he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And it's Serginho. Looking for options for movement. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Pass somewhat off target. That's the end of the first 45. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. Not too much so far to lift anybody off their seat.
After all that probing and testing the waters, here's hoping for a more open second half.
So at the halfway stage, we still have deadlock. The score 0-0.
Changement. Le numéro 27. Le numéro 8.
Away we go again.
Girard. À leur place,
Well, I suppose from
le
a
numéro
defensive
6.
perspective, Peter,
Silver.
neither manager can be
Le
too
numéro
unhappy.
7.
I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Kajolu is one whose deliveries we all know about. Delivery from Danny Carvajal. He's got a goal! How they've waited! Now they have it! So we have the first goal.
Well, it looks like a bit of half-time encouragement was all that was needed, because we have a very different game on our hands now, Peter.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Oh, what's he done? They get a throw in.
Schlotterbeck. Maldini.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. I do hope it's nothing serious. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Carvajal has a look. Oh, good line! It's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
Democratic. He linked. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. Dani Olmo has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Jordi Alba, cross flung in towards the middle. And that has been cleared. Ibrahimovic under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Jordi Alba succumbs to the pressure. Just about up to the hour now. Carvajal has it in a wide position. Ibrahimovic. And it's Chiellini. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He has found the way through. Chiellini. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Changement. Drogba.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change. So, who's he going to be aiming for here? That is ended up in no man's land. Albert Ferrer with the clearance. Carvajal. And he's gone searching crossfield. Zanetti, always on the lookout for any signs of danger. Shifted it to the flank. Crosses it, impressive jump! Another headed effort, again, not the most fruitful.
Democratic Republic of Congo really can do themselves a massive favour by making good use of this spell now.
Great vision. Played in by... Oh, good effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And it's Carvajal. Kadiolu. Carvajal. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Changement en cours.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a sharp pass. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Silvestre. That has found him in acres. Kadiolu! And that has put paid to that. Now he's got space here. Oh, that's well spotted. Silvestre. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. Can he get on the end of this? And he's worked it through. McAllister is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Girassi. Carvajal gets into a good position. And a header! That's an imaginative pass. That has not gone well. Silvestre. That's destined for the flank. Oh, easy pickings there. Rijkaard. And it's Chiellini. And that has left him in a heap. Silvestre. Kadiolu.
Temps additionnel.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. He is through here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
They're up to 5 corners now. Keeper has taken decisive action. And that is that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter.
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
Because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
He's had a shot! That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Can he get on the end of this? And here's the chance to counter. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Mbappe. Bastoni. And it's Zico. And it's Gerrard. Ronaldinho. Mbappe. Pass somewhat off target. Gerrard. And it's Neymar. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's picked it up out wide. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Southampton with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Cafu is there, and he can get that clear. Gerrard, he'll try from distance! Magnificent! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! A goal on a landmark occasion for this man who makes his 50th appearance here and now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
Aim forwards, and here's Mbappe. Ronaldinho has it out wide and inspects. Terrific effort! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And it's Timber. Not the most accurate pass. Gerrard. Threads one in. Mbappe gets into a good position. Bastoni simply refused to be outdone there. Bastoni did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's had it taken off him.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
He's looking wide. Ibrahimovic. Nicely weighted ball. That is a brilliant interception.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
He's gone forward. And it's Neymar. It's a good surge he's making up the left-hand side. And he's cut it out. De Rossi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And this is heads a shot! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Neymar
Attempts a clearance. And this is Drogba. Space for him to turn and look. Shapes to shoot! Well, that's a fair try, but just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Neymar
Showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And this is Ronaldinho, and the shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Southampton are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the...
And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in the second half, Peter, with control already established.
Southampton firmly in control at the break, 2-0 the scoreline. So, into the second half. Timber. Zico. To Gerrard. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! They've got to be quick to recover this. Corner then. Indonesia have their second corner now. There will be a throw-in. Oh, that's nice. Looking for the run.
Maldini cannot be beaten that easily.
And he's managed to gift it back. Ronaldinho plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cafu.
Gerrard.
Tries to play it through.
Might want to be careful there.
Plenty of appeals,
That's
but
just
the
playing
referee
it safe
is not
and
interested.
simple.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's Drogba. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Southampton are 2 up early in the second half. Stood up well to him there. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. It's a sweeping cross. Silvestre.
Gerrard.
And it's Timber. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Adams. And it's Gerrard. Nice looking ball. That has not gone well. Gerrard looking to add to his goal. Ronaldinho looking for a runner. Mbappe. De Rossi.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Maldini makes the interception. Ronaldinho, who's set up one goal so far. It's a pretty loose pass. Neymar. Ibrahimovic. Oh, he's given that plenty, but no.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Cafu. And this is Drogba. Tries to pass it through.
Indonesia truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Well read, nice interception. De Rossi. Ball played for Zico. Silvestre. Gerrard. Not much subtlety about that challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Substitution on the field. Number 21, Neymar. Coming on to replace him
Driven
is
forward.
number 18.
Oh, can he get onto this? Looking for options for movement. Donald. And there's the shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
And it's Zico. Now it's Neymar. This is a promising build-up. Oh, that's neat. And that is... He's rising! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's played through for him. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. Southampton presented with a golden opportunity here. Khan to save this spot kick and his team. That is some save from Khan. Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Schmeichel clearly furious with himself there. They looked for all the world like they were going to go 3-up.
It's their second corner of the game. Southampton with another chance from a corner.
Substitution in progress.
So, third corner of the game. And they can't read. Decent chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And now they can spring out of defence.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now that is a hefty challenge. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
Substitution on the field. Number 18, Ronaldinho.
It's not an especially
Number
good pass,
4,
that.
Gerrard. Coming
Not
on
too
the
much
field,
more here than seeing
number
our time,
10,
and time
McAllister.
is very
Number
nearly
8,
seen out.
Kukçu. There will be
Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Great chance! Yes! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
A case now of complete control.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
And the number on the board is 3. Lobbed in behind. That's an excellent interception. And we're done. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did.